Hey everyone, how is it going? My name is Akriti. I am your resident priestess and goddess channel, and today I wanted to talk to you about one of the goddesses that I absolutely love working with. Her name is Goddess Durga, and she is a firecracker and a warrior and completely awesome. So let's get into it. All right. So Goddess Durga is a warrior. She is a badass. She is the goddess who you'll see riding a lion or a tiger, and she has 10 arms. She's armed to the teeth, quite literally, because she is. In one of her origin stories, I think she's the only one who has this one origin story and it's just consistent, whereas other goddesses have like many different stories that just change everything from story to story. But with Goddess Durga, she is known to be the one who could defeat demons and beings who not even the gods could defeat themselves. So she is like a concentrated, badass warrior goddess who has the capacity and the ability to free us from even the most impossible to fathom demons, the demons that we deal with on a regular basis. I think in general, whenever we're talking about warrior goddesses, the biggest demon that they help you and me as humans to liberate us from are the demons of our mind, our addictions, our weaknesses, things that make us feel incompetent, unworthy, inadequate. She helps to free us from the part of our ego that makes us feel like I can't possibly do some, XYZ thing, or all of these blocks and obstacles that I'm having are because I'm unworthy, or whatever it is, whatever your personal ego story is all about, that's what she's going to help you to release. So, as a warrior goddess, not just Kali but also Durga helps to release us from the egoic brain chatter that keeps us feeling stuck, that keeps us feeling fearful, that leaves us feeling unworthy or incapable. That being said, she is also very fierce, very protective, and very loving towards those that she calls her children. So you'll often see people, especially in India, where we worship these goddesses. People who worship her will talk about her as the mother. They'll refer to themselves as her children because she has, in time and time again, shown that she is lenient towards and loves to be protective of her children. So if you were to work with this particular goddess energy, you want to make sure that you're appealing to the mother side of her, the fierce mama bear side of her, the one that will protect you, the one that will take care of you. And with that in place, you would want to then move into what aspects of her can you appeal to, what aspects of her do you really need help with, because she's the kind of person who can, in one of the goddess initiation sessions that I've done with a previous client, the biggest thing that was coming up was her sense of overwhelm. And this is something that Durga handles as well, because with those 10 arms, in a way, what she represents is the ability to juggle multiple things all at the same time. So with this particular client, when I initiated her into a conversation, into a relationship with Goddess Durga, immediately what started happening was the things that were overwhelming her, everywhere that she felt really stressed out and kind of bogged down by the responsibilities of her life, by everything that she knew that she was supposed to do. Durga came in and started to take things off of her plate so that this human goddess, this human being, could handle the pressures of her life, could handle her responsibilities in ways that were helpful. And the goddess then took over whatever parts of her, let's just call them responsibilities, her task list, her to-do list that she was feeling very overwhelmed by. The goddess just kind of took it upon herself rather than having all of these things be on my client's mind. So this is what Durga really handles for us as humans, is everything that we are afraid of, all of our egoic fears, things that make us feel a little bit crazy, things that we feel overwhelmed by. She also takes care of us as a protective, motherly presence. Every time I've done a Durga initiation, the first feedback or the first piece of feedback I've heard from my clients is that I felt like there was someone with me, around me, all of these days that we were in the initiation container, and I felt protected, I felt held. And this is something that you hear of a lot from Durga devotees and people who worship Durga, is that she will walk with you, and she will keep you safe and keep you protected from any evil or anything that seeks to harm you, or even yourself if you are harming yourself by overwhelming yourself, taking on too much, more than you can handle, or if you're just being mean to yourself, right? Like we all have that voice in our minds that says, oh, you think you can do that, or who do you think you are? And that inner critical voice, she does help you to transcend that. Durga is also an epitome of strength. She stands up for the weak. She is the one who has the ability to rail against injustice. She has the ability to stand up for what is right. She's literally the patron goddess for protesting, for showing up and standing your ground. She's there for you when you want to protest an injustice, whether it's something at work that shouldn't have happened or large scale injustice like systemic racism. She is the goddess who takes care of you when you're walking down a lane all by yourself and you're feeling unsafe or unsure. This is the goddess who you want to call on. And like I've mentioned before in my other videos, you can't just start asking the goddess for favors directly off the bat if you haven't been working with her, if you haven't been cultivating a relationship with her. So you may be being called to Durga by way of her symbolism, such as the different weapons that she carries, or you may be seeing her symbol such as the red that she wears. You may be seeing pictures or images of the lion or the tiger, both of which are her vahan or her vehicle. She is always seen seated on top of a lion or a tiger. Different parts of India, they believe it's a lion, different parts believe that it's a tiger. Both are connected with her. There's no other goddesses that are riding a lion or a tiger, so she just has both. And the point of having such a fearsome animal or such a fierce animal as her companion is that she herself is also capable of that kind of fierceness. But at the same time, when you see a lioness or a tigress with her cubs, you can see how gentle they are, how protective they are, and how like nobody fucks with them, right? Nobody fucks with a lioness, nobody fucks with a tigress, because they know she can tear you up. And that's like very on point for Durga as well. Nobody's gonna fuck with you if you've got Durga on your side, because that's just who she is. She's fierce as hell. She doesn't have to prove it. She can do all of these things at the same time, you know, while you're just existing. And when you're in her protection, when you're in her awareness, when she's holding you, you are invincible. There's nothing that you cannot do. There's nothing that you cannot be. There's no opportunity that will feel too great, because your worthiness, your power is off the fucking charts. This is one of the reasons why I believe that Durga is closely related to your solar plexus chakra, or the third chakra from the base, your power chakra. Even though some schools believe that she is situated in your heart, because she gives you so much courage. And whichever aspect of the goddess you're working with, I think that should define what chakra you're dealing with as well. If you wanted to go deeper into working with Durga, want to know more about her, if you want to know more about her iconography, if you want to know more about how you can start working with her, make sure to check out my Goddess Initiation program, which is a single call where I facilitate a relationship between you and a particular goddess of your choice, or whoever is showing up for you at that point. The link is below in the description, and I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this was informative and that you got so much out of it. I will see you next time. Make sure to like and share this video if you loved it, and subscribe to my channel because I would love that. And may the goddess bless you.